केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Is Mamata Banerjee losing control of her party? Is Bengal witnessing the opening scenes of a Maharashtra-style political drama? Is a Shinde model quietly taking shape inside the Trinamool Congress? The biggest signal came not from a closed-door meeting, not from source-based information, but from Mamata Banerjee's own dharna today. This was meant to be a show of strength. A protest against alleged post-poll violence triggered by the egg attack on Abhishek Banerjee and the alleged assault on Kalyan Banerjee. The TMC chief was hitting the streets for the first time since May 4th electoral setback. After 3 days of build-up, Mamata Banerjee arrived at the dharna site. But much of her party didn't quite make it there. Out of 80 MLAs and 29 Lok Sabha MPs, only about 7 or 8 were seen at the site of protest. Well, including MLAs and MPs, about 10, 11. Mamata Banerjee says the BJP scared her legislators away, but the political alarm bells are clearly ringing loud.
আমাকে কি একটা ছবি পাঠিয়েছিল, এত দুরাবস্থা আমি জানতাম না। এত দুরাবস্থা, এক ঝুড়ি লোক, 150টা লোক আসেনি। আপনারা তো সাংবাদিকরা গেছেন 200 জন, আপনার 200টা সাংবাদিক না থাকলে তো আর করুণ অবস্থা। তারপরে রাজ্যসভা লোকসভা মিলে এতগুলো এমপি শুনলাম, 3টে এমপি গেছে, 6 জন এমএলএ গেছে। ও দলটার অবস্থা ফলতার মতো হয়ে গেছে চতুর্থ।
Look at these visuals, ladies and gentlemen, from just 6 months ago. When the ED raided IPAC offices, Mamata Banerjee took to the streets and the TMC rallied behind her in full strength. Now, look at today. A protest called by the party chief herself. Yet the turnout from her own ranks was strikingly thin. The contrast couldn't be starker. Very much present, however, was Kalyan Banerjee. No signs of bandages, no sign of any much hurt, but he was there. Just 2 days after alleging he was hit by a stone and suffered a head injury, which was a murderous attack on him, the TMC MP returned to the protest site and vowed even bigger agitations coming up ahead.
আমরা আরো বড় অবস্থান করব, আইন অনুযায়ী কাজ করুন। সময় পাল্টায়, মানুষও কিন্তু পাল্টে যাবে, মানুষও পাল্টাচ্ছে, চিন্তা করবেন না।
How will the TMC manage mobilization for these bigger demonstrations is now a big question, because every political split begins with warning signs, missing leaders, half-empty meetings, and growing voices of dissent. But since its recent poll rout, the Trinamool Congress appears to be ticking all 3 boxes. First, TMC candidate Jahangir Khan withdrew from the Falta contest repoll. Then came the resignation of over 100 TMC councillors. A crucial meeting called by Mamata Banerjee last Sunday had to be scrapped after only 20 of the party's 80 MLAs turned up for it. Soon after, TMC's own MLAs alleged that their signatures had been forged on documents linked to the leader of opposition issue, triggering a CID investigation that now has Abhishek Banerjee under the scanner. And now a closed-door meeting of expelled and disgruntled leaders has fueled speculation of a looming mass exodus from what was once Mamata Banerjee's pride, Trinamool Congress.
I always, wherever I'm a member, I'm habituated to come to that. So I was there in the MLA hostel. Some people in the Trinamool Congress are telling me Beiman or Gaddar, but I can tell you, the day the results of the election were announced, from that day I have been constantly visiting my constituency.
আমাদের ভুল হয়েছে তাকে টিকিট দেওয়া, পায়ে পড়েছিল এসে, তা সত্ত্বেও আমরা তাকে 2 বার সংসদে জিতিয়েছি। আজকে তাদের কাছে আমি ক্ষমা চাইছি হাত জোর করে, যে আমরা আপনাদের সাথে এরা বিশ্বাসঘাতকতা করলো।
আমি বাকি বিধায়কদের হাত জোর করে অনুরোধ করব, যারা এই ঋতব্রতর পাল্লায় পড়ছেন, আমার একটা অনুরোধ, আমরা কেউ নির্দল জিতে আসিনি, আমরা জিতে এসেছি তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের প্রতীকে।
तो लोग वहाँ बचकर भागना चाहते हैं टीएमसी छोड़ करके, काउंसिलर रिजाइन कर रहे हैं, एमपी, पंचायत, जिला परिषद सब लोग रिजाइन कर रहे हैं पार्टी छोड़कर, केवल पीसी और बातीजाई रह जाएंगे पार्टी में और कुछ नहीं रहेगा।
अभी हमारा टीएमसी के लिए दरवाजा बंद है, किसी को नहीं इंपोर्ट करके हम लोग 207 तक पहुंच गए हैं।
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me back to the question, is Mamata Banerjee going to be the next Uddhav Thackeray on the political stage? Will June 2022 in Maharashtra repeat itself in June 2026 in West Bengal? The battle underway over who represents the real Trinamool Congress. Will disgruntled leaders seize control of the party and its symbol? The next meeting of the India Alliance is likely on the 8th of June. That is just 4 days away from today, on Monday next. But as opposition leaders prepare to gather once again, it is not just the TMC that is facing an existential crisis. The DMK is out of power in Tamil Nadu. The left has lost its last major bastion in Kerala. Aam Aadmi Party is now largely confined to Punjab and no longer part of the India Alliance, and has seen a significant erosion of its own strength in Rajya Sabha. In Maharashtra, both Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar continue to grapple with the fallout of party splits, and then there are the internal conflicts. Congress and the DMK are going through a bitter breakup. Seat sharing continues to create friction between the Congress and Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, and yet Mamata Banerjee seems hopeful that they can chart a common course.
আমরা দিল্লিতেও খুব শীঘ্রই বিজেপি বিরোধী পার্টিগুলো মিলিত হচ্ছি এবং সেখানে আমরা আমাদের কর্মসূচি দেশ জুড়ে ঠিক করব।
तृणमूल कांग्रेस के खिलाफ आवाज उठा रहे हैं। ममता जी नजर हटाने के लिए दिल्ली का बात कर रहे हैं। वो दिल्ली आ सकते हैं, वो अंटार्कटिका जा सकते हैं, लेकिन पश्चिम बंगाल की जनता तृणमूल कांग्रेस को नकार दिया है।
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question on the Newshour tonight. Facing mass rebellion in the ranks, is Mamata Banerjee staring at an Uddhav-like fate? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the Newshour at 9, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, Karan Verma, author. Also joining the debate, Dr. Shantanu Sen, former member of parliament, Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, supports the Congress party, Abbas Haider, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Vivek Srivastav, and Shubhankar Bhattacharya, political analyst. I want to first get in Riju Datta. Riju Datta, should I call you former Trinamool Congress, present Trinamool Congress, present BJP, future BJP? I don't know what to call you, but you were the first one to break the story on the Newshour last night to say that there were almost 50 people meeting somewhere in Kolkata planning an asli TMC. Where is that particular movement today? Because 7 MLAs and 4 MPs are all that turned up for Mamata Banerjee and her protest in Kolkata today. Sad times befalling TMC, or is this something that is the result of just one electoral loss in the Bengal elections?
No, this is not the result of one electoral loss. Look, Dr. Shantanu Sen is here, and he is an ex-member of parliament from Trinamool Congress. How he was suspended from the party? Because he raised his voice during the Arjikar movement. When we raised our voice in the Arjikar movement internally within the party, not only me, 4 spokespersons were sidelined. So there was a threat culture within the party. Last 2-3 years, the party was sold out to IPAC. IPAC was selling tickets from Panchayat level to Vidhan Sabha level. And from 9th May, when I was suspended, And my suspension letter is still as a pinned tweet. The party did not say I did any anti-party activity. I never betrayed my party. But when the party suspended me and I opened my mouth, from that day till today, I was abused by my old party. BJP's Dalal, this, that, whatnot. The entire IT cell was unleashed against me to report all my social media accounts and get them deleted. But today, I stand vindicated, Navika ji. Today, whatever I said from 9th May till today, MPs who went to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha on a Trinamool ticket are saying the same thing. MLAs who have won elections, who have got tickets from Trinamool Congress, Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee are saying the same thing. And what I said yesterday on your show, today, sometime in the afternoon, a veteran political leader and cabinet minister of the new BJP government, Mr. Taposh Rai, posted on his Facebook account. So I never lied. But the situation was such that if you raise your voice within the party, you will be sidelined within the party, you will be suspended, you will be expelled. Or if you try to leave the party, then there will be multiple police cases against you. So such was the situation. Nobody dared to speak up.
So Riju Dattat, please tell me what's the final tally? How many people are on the cusp of quitting from the TMC? Do you have a number? Do you know of any meetings that are currently taking place? How long is this going to take?
Navika ji, because the meetings got exposed yesterday night, and now everything is on FaceTime video call. So it is happening. Exact number, you as a veteran journalist, you know it's a developing story, but it is very serious, and the next 48 hours is very important for Bengal politics. But I want to ask one very important question to my old party. When the National General Secretary of a party was brutally attacked and it was an attack on his life, where was Shayoni Ghosh, the member of parliament of Jadavpur? Why was she not with Mamata Banerjee? Everybody on the panel was attacking me, calling me names 2-3 days ago. Why were they not present at the hospital? 42 MPs and 80 MLAs Trinamool Congress has. Why, when the supreme leader, Shantanu Sen and Riju Datto, we all did Trinamool Congress for Mamata Banerjee, nobody else. Only looked at her. When she is on the streets, where are these MLAs? Where are these MPs? I'm giving you another breaking news. I have heard that Trinamool High Command called up MLAs and MPs to join Didi's dharna, and they switched off their phones. Such is the scenario. Such is the scenario. But rather than asking themselves, they are still on their high horse giving orders to people.
Well, rather alarming situation. Shantanu Dada, you've been on several debates with us. Why do you think the Trinamool Congress is where it is? Did anybody imagine that Trinamool Congress would go this way so soon after the results of 4th of May? And I want to ask you, 53 people are saying is the magic number for the 2/3 of the party to break and form another party. Are you seeing that happening anytime soon? That the asli Trinamool Congress will break away and that will be about 53 MLAs? And Mamata Banerjee will not be the real TMC. Are you able to see such a situation?
Navika ji, first of all, I would like to once again mention that I have resigned from the post of national spokesperson of All India Trinamool Congress. So now I am here as a former member of parliament, as you said. Navika ji, I am in politics since my student life, and I joined this Trinamool Congress on his birthday, 1st January 1998. But politicians do for the greater interest of the common public. So at any point of time, politicians should accept the mandate given by the common public. As a national spokesperson, whenever I used to take part in any debate, despite not getting consent from my inner self, I tried my best to defend my party in several odd situations. But on 4th of May, when the public mandate went hugely against us, there is no other option than to accept the public mandate. When I am getting victory, when I am winning any election, be it in 2011 or 2016 or 21, I am telling yes, I am accepting the public mandate. And when I am getting defeated miserably, I am saying no, I am not defeated. I have been made to defeat. That is not done. That's why I resigned from the post of national spokespersonship, number one. And number two, if public wants, if public believes that yes, this is not the actual Trinamool Congress, if their public mandate goes in some other way around, then the final thing will come on the surface. And I am sure the way these newly elected members of assembly, the way they are having their discussion among themselves, I think they must be having their number, and time will prove. Once again I repeat, if that party supremo of Trinamool Congress would have accepted the public mandate, Trinamool Congress would have taken some more time to get dismantled, unlike the present situation.
Well, okay. Well, Shehzad Poonawala, if they had accepted the verdict of the people, they would have survived longer than what we are seeing today. Trinamool Congress and its MLAs literally falling like 9 pins. Do you see this just because when they turned around and called Modi a dictator, the actual dictatorship was happening in Bengal by Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, and this is an outcry from the Trinamool Congress insiders themselves?
Navika, if you analyze what is happening today, TMC has become too much confusion, too much chaos. In today's meeting also, just handful of MPs and MLAs have turned up. And in fact, when Abhishek Banerjee was heckled by TMC Karyakartas, at that time only 2 MPs showed up. Then on 10th of May and 6th of May, 2 times Mamata Banerjee has called for meetings. Less than half the MLAs have turned up. This shows that Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee are no longer accepted, not just by the Janta, but even by the Karyakarta and by the rank and file of TMC. And let me make a larger point here. Navika, what is the difference between a BJP and these Parivarwadi regional parties? In the BJP, it is a cadre-based party, Vichardhara-based party. So even if the party loses an election, the cadre and the Vichardhara remains and everyone remains united and they don't go away far. And on the other hand, the personality-based parties are there, regional-based parties are there. They are based only on power and they are based on leader. If the leader weakens or the power goes, then immediately you see that spokesperson becomes former spokesperson. They all change their colors. They all start echoing the line and they change their track and they go for the new place wherever there is power. So having said that, this is the reality of the situation. Also, one thing is there that now the Trinamool Congress, right from Zameen Chori to SSC Chori, it is doing signature Chori. Now 50-60 MLAs have come together and said that their signatures have been done Chori with. And a large number of leaders, whether it is Kakoli Ghosh, whether it's Mr. Sukhendu Sekhar Roy, whether it's Indranil Sen, Arup Chakrabarti, hundreds of corporators. So clearly this means that there is a disillusionment with the kind of leadership that TMC is providing. I just want to say one last line before I hand it over. Our focus is only on delivering to the promises that have been made to the people of Bengal, whether it's making a Kalita Maji a minister, whether it's delivering justice.
But they are blaming you. Mamata Banerjee has blamed the BJP for the breakup in her party.
Navika, that's what I'm coming up. That's what I was coming at. Navika, 2 incidents I will note. Firstly, Navika, we are at comfortably beyond 200 plus. We don't need anybody from the Trinamool Congress. My state president has categorically said. And in fact, I will also laud Riju Datta here. I have been seeing Riju Datta on debates all day. He was called all kinds of things, but Riju Datta has said that for the next 5-10 years, I am not going to join BJP. I don't want anything from BJP. I am always going to remain with the TMC, which I believe in. So when somebody is saying this, how can you allege that we have something to do with...
Shantanu Da wants to come back in. Shantanu Da, you have resigned as the spokesperson of the TMC. Are you still a part of the TMC? And what do you make? What do you make of the charge that the BJP is breaking up the Trinamool Congress?
Navika ji, with all humility, I would like to clear my stand once again. It's not that I am saying all this after 4th of May, after TMC got miserably defeated. Now I am a former member of parliament. In 2023-2024, when I was a sitting MP of Trinamool Congress, even at that point of time, when I found that huge amount of corruption took place in Arjikar, I rose my voice, I spoke against it. During Avai incident, me and my wife, Dr. Kakuli Chin, who happened to be a student of the Arjikar Medical College, we both of us raised our voice against this incident. We demanded justice. We demanded justice against the Himalayan corruption took place in Arjikar Medical College. We raised our voice against this Avaya incident. At that point of time, I was a sitting MP. My wife was a sitting councillor, corporator, Calcutta Municipal Corporation. But at the end of the day, when my only daughter was threatened like anything, then I got scared and I was forced to remain silent for some days. So it's not that after that, after 4th of May, after declaration of the result, after the miserable defeat of Trinamool Congress, I am raising my voice. It's not that. I raised my voice when I was a sitting MP against this corruption, against this incident. Let me clear my stand once again.
Well said, Shantanu-da, but let me get in Shubhankar. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, there are members of the Trinamool Congress who have spent their life building the party, working in the party. They only raised their voice against the RG Kaur medical case, and we all know what happened then. The entire nation's conscience was shaken. At that time, a man raised his voice. He was silenced because we all have children, we all have daughters, and I completely understand where Shantanu-da is coming from. Today, I once again ask you, is Trinamool Congress facing these headwinds? You had only 4 members of parliament out of the 29 that belong to the Trinamool Congress. Only 4 standing next to Mamata Banerjee, and out of the 80 MLAs, only 7 of them standing next to Mamata Banerjee. Clearly something is seriously wrong. Is it Akla Cholo Re for Mamata Banerjee? I want to ask you tonight.
Navika, of course, there is. See, I'm not that naive enough to say there is nothing wrong with TMC. There is a lot of things might have been wrong with TMC, but yes, one thing should be made very clear that I'm a little amazed. Actually, what happens with in West Bengal politics, unfortunately, that we have seen in the past that whichever party has lost in West Bengal politics, that party has actually, they have come badly down. We have seen that with Congress, we have seen that with left, we have seen that. So this is nothing, actually it's not a new norm that is happening in West Bengal. We have seen that. But I was expecting much more resilience, a little bravado from, people like Riju Datta. And, because these are the guys we used to sit together. I was never a national media spokesperson for any party, including TMC. But I have been supporting their views for long. At the very same time, the thing is that, see, it is very easy that after 4th of May, you have a lot of dissent coming up in public. So now it is a big question, whether it was a scary situation at that time, or are they scared now? So that kind of,
So you're pointing fingers at Shantanu-da and Riju Datta. Well, Riju Datta, were you scared then, or are you scared now that you are making these claims, says Shubhankar?
Maybe not the big judge of it, but
free from the shackles of a party line, and I'm extremely comfortable. I don't know where Shehzad got this point that he made against me. I don't know. He should come out of too many ANI bites. Probably he's still disillusioned with all that. But I have never made such statements. I am.
That means you are looking forward to joining the BJP anytime soon?
No.
Would you want to do it on the show tonight?
On your show, I am saying with this very clearly. Neither I have approached any BJP leader कि मेरे को मौका दीजिए काम करने का, थोड़ा मंदिर का दरवाजा खोल लीजिए. Neither BJP any leaders have said that give time. I will.
Shehzad Poonawalla, ball in your court. Are you giving him the party? Are you giving him the party slip, whichever color it is?
But I will add one line. The people who are listening Ravindra Sangeet in Didi's house, these MPs and these Vidhayaks, they have done pencil booking with BJP. That I am telling you on record.
Pencil booking, I don't know, but fraud signatures definitely coming out. CID will investigate. Shantanu-da, do you want to respond to Shubhankar-da? He's saying, are you scared today, or were you scared then when you raised your voice in the RG Kaur case?
See, first of all, I have seen my brother Riju defending my party, the then party, in several odd situations. It cannot be denied. And I cleared my stand. Had I been scared, I would not have raised my voice as sitting MP during Arjikar incident. They made the life of my only daughter miserable during her entire student period. My scholar daughter used to get honors, and the then principal, the culprit, Professor Sandeep Ghosh, used to ask the departmental heads कि उनका पेपर लाओ, उनको फेल करवाना है. The way they have cancelled my valid registration, the way they tried to cancel my valid FRCP Glasgow, I realized that they can go up to any extent. And finally I was certain कि इसके आगे ज़्यादा बढ़ोगे तो we will see how your daughter can be a doctor. After completion of MBBS examination in our system, each and every departmental head should give a completion certificate. Now, this Sandeep Ghosh, these goons, if they would have threatened the departmental heads, then my daughter, despite passing all the examinations, could not have become a doctor at the end. That's why as a father I got scared. So finally I had to remain silent for a few days. After the change of government, at least I am not scared of my daughter's career. Finally she became a doctor. So now I am free. And once again I repeat, I am not raising the voice only after 4th of May. I have been raising this voice since 2023 and 24 when I was an existing MP of this Trinamool Congress.
Well, Shantanu Da, well said, more power to you, and a father doing this for the daughter. Well, what can I say? Extremely touching, but extremely worrying as well. And Tehseen Poonawalla, I want to ask you, is this what you want to invite into the India alliance? Because you were, and I can take out n number of tweets of Rahul Gandhi, who's called the Trinamool Congress all kinds of names. When the Congress worker died, he blamed the Gunda Raj of the Trinamool Congress. He's talked about the corruption in the Trinamool Congress regime. But in the India alliance, you all want to be Bhai Bhai again or Bhai Behan again on the 8th of June. What are you talking about? Do you have any conscience? And can you face the people after saying what you said about the Trinamool Congress during the Bengal elections, after the heart-rending story of Shantanu Da that we've heard today on how he was pushed to the wall? Now you want to have a happy family, hum saath saath hai picture in the India Alliance meeting? Where? What India Alliance? The DMK you've thrown out. You've got new friends. The new friends may not even come. Aam Aadmi Party is out. What is this India Alliance sham all about? Unmute yourself, otherwise you'll accuse me of silencing you.
Navika ji, the one thing I've never accused you publicly or privately in silencing me. I've always stood up and said, you give me a platform, so that's unfair. But let me put one thing out. 2 or 3 things very, very importantly. I completely stand by Dr. Shantanu Da, and I'll come to him in just a bit. But 2 or 3 very important facts out here. Number 1, Abhishek Banerjee may be cringe. The TMC may be a pathetic organization, if that is the case, or we may be politically opposed to it. But if these MLAs who are elected on a TMC ticket suddenly realize and their conscience wakes up after Mamata ji has been defeated, or those who are, as I call, rats on a sinking ship, their conscience suddenly rises and suddenly all of that happens, then why don't they resign and fight as their own independence? They won on a TMC symbol. Go and fight on their own. The problem is you want to hijack somebody else's party. Exactly what happened with the Shiv Sena, which I don't like in Maharashtra. Exactly what's happening in other places. That is what we are against. It is a policy we are against.
And what's happened in Tamil Nadu, may I remind you? Memory plus pills, do you need?
I will come to Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, it is an alliance. If Congress MLAs tomorrow decide to join DMK, they should resign and go and join DMK, or vice versa, AIDMK. I stand on my principles. This is the first fact.
Now, very good. Before election, one principle, one alliance partner. After election, another alliance partner, another principle. And you're teaching us about principles. Well, Shehzad Poonawalla, please, can you respond to the other Poonawalla?
10 seconds more. Can I just take 10 seconds? Just
Navika, may I speak?
Yes, Shehzad.
Navika. So, Navika, it is very convenient for Tehseen Poonawalla to come and say all this at a time when RJD was in power with Congress. That time 4 MIM MLAs were taken. Resign to nahi karaya tha. Congress party got the support of BSP MLAs in the Rajasthan government. वहां पे they were supporting them. Despite that, 6 के 6 को resign करवाकर अपनी पार्टी में ले लिया. तभी तो उनको resign करवाकर चुनाव नहीं करवाया था. But Navika, you asked me one more question, that will there be space for anybody who is leaving the TMC and coming? My party president has said very clearly that no space is there for any of their MLAs or any of the people who are coming. But Navika, one thing I will definitely say,
died because of her injuries she suffered 20 days ago is beyond me. Maybe all BJP cadres have become MBBS certified doctors now. Is it your charge?
So those people who denied the killing of Shova Majumdar, those people who denied the killing of our Karyakartas, I think the only thing BJP can do, that if there is ever a request from them, we will first ask our Karyakartas family that whether we should take people who defended their killing.
Okay, Riju Datta.
Just a gentle reminder to Shahzad Punawala, who is probably very insecure of me joining Trinamool Congress and cutting his channels as
Not Trinamool Congress, BJP.
BJP,
Arey
sorry,
bhaiya,
BJP.
old habits die hard.
No, I have done only one party, na, unlike the others here. I have started in Trinamool Congress and Trinamool threw me out. I have not changed parties. Okay. So, but the reality is, Shahzad should also remember that my chief minister, the current chief minister of West Bengal, has done more Trinamool Congress than I have done Trinamool Congress. The cabinet minister of the West Bengal government, Taposh Rai, has done more Trinamool Congress than I have done Trinamool Congress. The cabinet minister of government of West Bengal, Nishit Pramanik, has done more Trinamool Congress than I have done Trinamool Congress. It is not that I am joining or I am applying. So,
all right. Well,
chill.
next time there'll be an entrance test, and maybe some of us can sit on the board on those entrance tests just to get the examination system on the rails. But let me get in Vivek Srivastava. Vivek Srivastava, Mamata Banerjee says it is the Trinamool Congress that is breaking her party. How is that likely to happen? Her own MLAs have not come for her meeting, not once but thrice now. Her own MLAs were not on the side of Abhishek Banerjee when he was attacked, and he was attacked. Kalyan Banerjee, well, the jury is still out on whether he actually got hurt or not, but Abhishek Banerjee was attacked. Nobody turned up over there. Hardly anybody there to support Abhishek Banerjee. On top of that, well, there are signatures that were forged, as allegedly forged as it is coming out now. There is a CID investigation. Those people have come out and said that their signatures have been forged. And this is on camera admission. So does Mamata Banerjee have to really blame the BJP or blame herself for what's happening in the party?
Navika, in a regional party in India, whether it is UP, whether it is Chirag Paswan's party, it is Jain Chaudhary's party, Akhilesh Yadav's party, formerly Jayalalitha's party, and today Mamata Banerjee's parties. These are state-based regional parties, and they are person-centric and family-centric. The moment the core soul of the party, which is the family or the person, moves out, the party is finished. Mamata out, TMC finished. ये असली TMC, नकली TMC, अल्फा TMC, बीटा TMC, ये कुछ होने वाला नहीं है, ये खत्म है. ये बीजेपी की बी टीम वाले कुछ एमएलएस को अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए they are giving them a platform.
आप नेशनल पार्टी हैं सर.
So that's the
किसी रीजन में तो आप हैं नहीं, आप नेशनल पार्टी हैं सर.
They are the national universities. What are you saying?
No, CPM is a national party. Yeah. CPM is still a national party.
No, I was just seeking clarification because you're not in any state, so I was just asking.
Yes. No, the criteria is very different. We might come back again. We might even form a government in the center.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it is.
Hope.
You know? So this is what Ambedkar and the Constitution guarantees me.
Absolutely.
हाँ, hope नहीं है. हम आएंगे. हम आएंगे.
आइए हुजूर.
आप जिस तरीके से देश को तोड़ रहे हैं, हम ही आएंगे. हाँ, तोड़िए देश को आप. लड़वाइए लोगों को और धंधा पानी कराइए बंद.
धंधा पानी कराइए. तो आप चाह रहे हैं कि धंधा पानी हो यहाँ पर, आरजी कौर जैसा सिचुएशन हो? Is that what you are recommending? What do you mean by धंधा पानी कराइए बंद? What is the meaning of that, Karan Verma? What is this dhanda pani? Does he want, corruption tales that have been declared here by Shantanu Da? Is that what dhanda pani band ho raha hai to dard ho raha hai inko?
I am talking about jobs. There are no jobs.
धंधा पानी कहते हैं जॉर्ज को, जॉब्स को.
नाविका जी एक्चुअली तो धंधा पानी जो टीएमसी के गूंज थे who were taking away that cut money, actually that shop has been shut. We have reports and we have visuals where so many of them are now going back to the people and returning them the money that they had looted. So bataiye how the times change in 20-25 days, Navika ji. It's unbelievable. Thus today Vivek Srivastava is saying ye desh ko tod rahe hain. Abhishek Banerjee आज से 20 days पहले 25 दिन पहले कह रहे थे we will break BJP's limbs in the first phase. In the second phase we'll break their head and necks. Today he is saying our party is getting broken. So the times have really changed. Riju Datta, who was justifying violence against BJP Karyakartas, who was in debate after debate defending Mamata Banerjee on the RG Kaur rape incident, is now singing a different tune altogether. And ये सब कह रहे हैं हमारी अंदर की आवाज हमने दबा रखी थी. अरे कितनी दबा रखी थी अंदर की आवाज भाई? कितनी दबा रखी थी आप लोगों ने? और अगर आपने इतनी आवाज दबा रखी थी, फायदा क्या है पॉलिटिक्स में होने का? You don't deserve to be in politics if you've suppressed your inner voice, and if still Mr. Riju Datta has the guts to say that I never betrayed my party. Why the hell did you not betray this party of goons which was justifying RG Kaur, which was justifying political violence? That speaks of your intellectual and ethical dishonesty, if anything. And you are so brazen about it.
Well, Riju Datta, respond.
And the problem is, see, now I'm a political analyst, so maybe me and Karan are on the same page. But if someday Karan joins a political party and becomes the national spokesperson, then he will understand the only Raj Dharam of a spokesperson is to defend the party at any cost. And that is what BJP spokespersons do. That is what Congress spokespersons do.
So then what do you do? You bury your conscience for that period? What do you do?
When me and Shantanu Sen opened up our conscience, you saw what happened. His daughter was threatened and I was removed as the spokesperson of a party for 3 months. And in Trinamool Congress, you did not know. You are also a sufferer of the ban culture. How many months and how many years your show was banned? Why? Because you raised the right questions. How many times, Navika ji, me and you had a conversation that Trinamool is not sending their official spokespersons to one of the biggest shows in the country. Why? Because you were not dancing to their tune. And we, as residents of Calcutta, who are on your panel, if we would have left Trinamool Congress, then we would have got arms case and narcotics cases on our names.
Oh,
that was the scenario.
What a fair government that was being run. All stories come tumbling out now. Abbas Haider, all stories not being told by the BJP, told by people who've been in the Trinamool Congress. And yet the opposition says the BJP does this every time they come to power. I want to ask you, India Alliance meeting, what is this India Alliance all about? Is there anybody left? Trinamool Congress was calling the India Alliance names, Rahul Gandhi names. Rahul Gandhi was calling Trinamool Congress names. Ab suddenly sab bhai behan ban gaye hai, badi family ho gayi hai. The way Congress party has behaved with the DMK, aapse koi dosti karega? Ab aapka kya hone wala hai UP mein, ye to samay batayega. Lekin aap trust kar sakte ho Congress party ko?
Navika ji, the easiest thing to call, to name weakness is to, call it conscience. But I would like to say that, Navika ji, the upcoming...
You are saying weakness is conscience. Wow, I thought it was our strength to have a conscience that actually beats and rises up to the occasion is my strength. Maybe for politicians, conscience is their weakness. मारो इसको और रोन दो सबको, यही आपका मोटो हो सकता है.
Navika ji, these are people who have always stayed in power, and when the Trinamool Congress lost power by hook and by crook in West Bengal, they have left the party. So this is just weakness. They are just calling it conscience, but that's not true. But let us focus on the meeting which is going to happen in Delhi of the India Alliance. See, the upcoming meeting demonstrates that India Alliance is focused. It is engaging with the issues of common people of the country, and no amount of intimidation, no amount of pressure from the Bharatiya Janata Party can stop us. Navika ji, what is happening in West Bengal is very
on what, sir?
And it is alarming because this amount of Navika ji, this raises serious question about, when the opposition leaders are being, targeted. There have been so many incidents which are happening in West Bengal. We have seen in just 3 days, from 4th of June till 4th of May to 7th of May, DGP of West Bengal has reported cases of 200 cases of political violence in West Bengal. I'm not talking about past 29-30 days. Navika, this is the situation in West Bengal, which is alarming. Bharatiya Janata Party certainly has sowed seed of violence, seed of division in West Bengal, and now they are reaping it, which is one very unfortunate.
Navika, after the 2021 elections, 23 people lost their lives. I did not hear one single word from you. In Sandesh Khali, rural women were raped. They were exploited and exploited in the Trinamool Congress office in Sandesh Khali. Where was your voice then, sir? Conscience आपकी कहाँ थी? वीकनेस में थी? आपने उनको विटामिन नहीं खिलाया अपनी कॉन्शियंस को? एक लफ्ज नहीं निकला आपके मुंह से. आरजी कौर में जो हुआ, उसके बाद not one word was stated by you, and you are saying you are focused on people's issues. Well, people will keep a record of what you have stood for and where your weak conscience really lies. Tehseen.
Navika, on your show, one of the wannabe, hopefully joining BJP people said, and he spoke very highly about your show, and he said, look, one of the biggest shows. May I read out tweets of how he was busy calling all the channels Godi media? Let me read out one tweet on that filth Shahjahan Sheikh. Yesterday, the National General Secretary, so-and-so Abhishek Banerjee stated it's the judiciary that's guarding Shahjahan Sheikh. And then he goes on to say that all media channels, including Godi media, are complicit in spoiling the name of TMC. Shahjahan Sheikh was raping women, was harassing women. You were defending it.
Well, while you raise that question for Riju Datta, it is for him to answer. But please remember, when you go back to check the timeline of Rahul Gandhi, not one word about Shahjahan Sheikh or Sandesh Khali by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Beating Conscience had not one tweet to put out for that. But Riju Datta, please respond.
See, again, I will say this, and there are proofs that I have said on other channels, and I'm not going to bore you with that every tweet, everything used to come to ministers, including national spokespersons like us.
Autopilot. You were a zombie, or are you a human being live and kicking, or are you something created by AI?
Navika ji, ministers used to do that. Ministers, West Bengal ministers. Now I will tell you, these brother-in-arms from supporting two different political parties has pulled a sham for a very long time. I am saying this on record. Has not BJP spokespersons come on national TV and defended Unnao, Hathras and Lakhimpur Kheri? What are they supposed to do? Tehseen has never been a national spokesperson of the Congress, so he has no shackles. He can go, run his mouth on anything, so he has that freedom. Now I am also enjoying that freedom. Well, but BJP spokesperson have done that. So
Shehzad Poonawala, is this the dharam sankat of spokespersons across the board, or is Riju Datta different?
I'll just come to that in 20 seconds, promise you, Navika. First, let me address what Abbas Haider has said, because his party is a big party. Abbas Haider ji said we are having India Alliance meeting, but out of curiosity, Navika, where is this India Alliance in Bengal, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, Kerala, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh? ये कहाँ है इनमें? अच्छा, तमिलनाडु से किसको बुलाएंगे? विजय को या डीएमके को? केरलम से किसको बुलाएंगे? विवेक की पार्टी को या कांग्रेस को? कौन होगा इंडिया अलायंस? Point number one.
Well, दोनों को बुला लेंगे, but the DMK doesn't want to sit near the Congress party. There is a letter Kanimodi has written to the speaker. If they can't sit together in parliament, then they can't sit together in the India Alliance.
Secondly, exactly. कहाँ बैठेंगे? मेरा second question था. Anyway, Navika, very quickly, 5 seconds more. अब्बास हैदर जी ने बोला कि कॉन्शियंस शुड बी स्ट्रांग, वीक नहीं होना चाहिए. तो अब्बास जी, एक खागेन मुर्मू ट्राइबल एमपी, इनके लिए या अखिलेश जी ने या राहुल जी ने ट्वीट किया? और नाविका जी, जो भी एप्लीकेशन लेकर खड़े हैं, मैं बता दूं, बीजेपी में हमारा क्लियर कट डायरेक्टिव फ्रॉम द प्रेसिडेंट कि कीप नेशनल लाइन फर्स्ट, नेशनल इंटरेस्ट फर्स्ट. पार्टी इंटरेस्ट अगर कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो तो हो जाए, पर नेशनल इंटरेस्ट से कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना है. तो अगर आपकी ट्रेनिंग वो वाली है तो
we did a snap poll and we asked the question, 50 plus TMC MLAs plan exit. Is Mamata Banerjee the next Uddhav Thackeray? Yes, say 91% people. No, say 5%. Can't say 4%. 91% people believe. Well, this is what Mamata Banerjee said herself I want to leave you with this bite before I go to the next debate. Listen.
নমস্কার, জয় হিন্দ, বন্দে মাতরম, খোদা হাফেজ, জয় জহর, ইনশাল্লাহ, জয় বাংলা, জয় বাংলা, জয় বাংলা। আবার দেখা হবে, ফির মিলেंगे, राहे गुलशन तो फूल खिलेंगे, और जो फूल खिलेंगे, और रहा तृणमूल तो फिर मिलेंगे।
रहा तृणमूल तो फिर मिलेंगे। वेल, रहेगा कि नहीं रहेगा, टाइम विल टेल। Thank you very much to all my panelists joining me on debate number 1.